Hey guys, my name is Morgan and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a part 2 of the transplanting all of the seedlings. I made a video about it already and that was yesterday's video, so today is going to be carrying on with planting all of these seedlings. So without further ado, let's get straight into that. So what I have planned in this bed, I have some beetroot and some broccoli down on that side, and I'm going to be planting, I think there's 54 beetroot cells that I'm going to be transplanting, and then there's another 4 broccoli that's going to go on that side, and this side I have some broccoli as well that's going to come down the middle, and some Swiss chard as well. So I'm going to get to transplanting these seedlings. Just a quick mention, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get to planting some seedlings now. And once again, I'm going to be adding some organic fertilizer. I'm going to put around a tablespoon for the beetroot and for the Swiss chard, and around 2 tablespoons for the broccoli. Alright, so after digging that first hole and planting the first broccoli, I noticed that the bed is absolutely covered in termites. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the pine wood, like the logs that the bed is made of. I wonder if this one also has. No. I wonder if it's because of these logs. Let me see if I can show you guys. Oh, this is not very nice. You can see them all running around in there. There are so many. So I did a little bit of research, and it's not very good to have termites in your raised garden bed. They can eat the roots and they can eat the stems of a very woody kind of crop. So things like peppers and tomatoes that have like a very nice thick stem. So I guess I'm going to have to just scrap this bed for now. I'll get some things to sort out this problem, so I'm going to carry on in that bed because it doesn't look like there's anything wrong there. So I'm going to carry on that side with the broccoli and the beetroot. So I did not realize that it's going to take this long to transplant so many beetroot. I've been going for like 20 minutes now, and I think I've got 4, 8, 12, 16, maybe 16 done. So yeah, it's taking a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the hose pipe down, and then every now and again, or like once I've done a row, then I'll just water it in, because by the time I've done all 54, I don't want to wait that long. I don't want the seedlings to dry out or the roots to get shocked or whatever. So I'm going to get the hose pipe down and give a little sprinkle on every row that I finish. Alright, so we have this bed finally planted out with some beetroot and some broccoli back up there. It took me around an hour's worth of transplanting. I'm going to carry on with that bed once I've sorted out the termite problem. So this is going to be as far as I'm going to go for today. So it is the next day, and I have an insecticide that I'm going to be using for this bed that I have over here that is infested with termites. So I'm going to be sorting out that. It's a very simple solution. You just dilute it in some water and water the bed, but it is going to be a 2-week process. Unfortunately, it is going to take quite a while, and I don't feel like messing with the rule books and putting double doses and stuff like that, so I'm just going to go with how I'm supposed to do it. So that bed is going to be out of action for quite a while, but in the meantime I'm going to finish off the transplanting video with some onions. I have some Australian brown onions that I am going to be planting in this square bed and the one behind me over there. So I'm going to be taking the mulch off and making a hole with a tool that I have and putting our onions in, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of fertilizer on top, just like how I did with the garlic on that side, because I don't feel like putting fertilizer in every single hole. It is not going to be that necessary. So, and there's around over 100 here, so there's going to be like 50-50 per bed. So I'm going to be breaking these up. As you can see, there are 3 onions all together over here. So I'm going to break them apart and plant each onion, because I'm looking for bulbing onions. I'm not wanting to grow spring onions, so I want them to actually bulb at the end of the season. So let's get to planting some Australian brown onions. And once again, I'm going to be using the stick and string method so that I can get some accurate spacing between the onions. So I have spaced them around maybe 3 inches. I think it's around 10 centimeters apart, because I'm just thinking of when they're going to be bulbing up. They're going to be quite big, so I don't want to have them too close together, else that is going to hinder the bulbing process and they are not going to perform very well. And what I did do as well is I actually did put a little bit of fertilizer in each hole, and it's really not even that bad. So I think I'm just going to make the holes, put fertilizer in, and then plant our onion seedlings in the holes, and then I might just give a sprinkle on top just as a little extra, because there's not a lot that is in the holes. So I think I'll just put some in the holes and sprinkle a little bit on top as well. So here you can see there are 3 onions all together. So what I'm going to do is just come down and separate each one. And you don't want to pull straight up, you want to go down, and they just fall right apart. They don't seem to get stuck, the roots don't seem to mingle with each other. So yeah, I have 3 Australian brown onions, so let's carry on transplanting. Alright, so after getting this bed done with the onions, I've actually noticed that there's a lot of space in between them this way. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to come along, and in between 4, I'm going to put one around there, and then I'm going to come in between another 4, and I'm going to almost like cross align them so that I can fit another row almost in between each row that I have here. that is the first bed of the Australian brown onions, and I've got 72 in here because I had the rows going all the way across, and then I had those rows that are coming in between each row. So there are 72 in here, and I still have, it doesn't even look like I've touched the amount that I had when I started. So hopefully I'll have a decent amount to fill out this next bed, and if there are extras then I'll just plop them in somewhere, and then I'll harvest them early and we can have some spring onions. So I'm going to get on with getting this next bed done. So there we have it, the 2 onion beds are finally complete. There are 128 onions across the 2 beds. There's 72 in one and 56 in the other, so that's 128 onions across the 2 beds. So very, very pleased and very happy with that. I hope you guys really enjoyed this little transplanting video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Morgan in the Garden to stay updated with all kinds of cool garden content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.